I'm going to try and name the top 3 MVP voting by year in NBA, of course. Ever since 56, which I think is the year that it started. I have not done this quiz yet, of course. And I'm going to start at the very last year. Gilgeous Alexander. Pretty easy. I kind of wish it would have took a lot of time if it was, one at a time, but it would be a lot easier if on hold on, what did I spell wrong? It's Kumpo. Yeah. Doncic, Embiid, Curry. All right. James, LeBron. Harden. Paul George. Of course, Paul George. Davis. Duncan. What the fuck? Leonard. All right. Leonard. West. What? Oh, West came up, of course. My bad. What the? Durant, already back to 2014. Took a really short amount of time. Paul. Griffin. Jesus Christ. Griffin. Anthony. Chicago. Rose, of course. Howard. Dwight. Clippers in 2010. That's Lakers. My bad. Bryant. Wade. Boston. Pierce. No Pierce. Garnett. Nowitzki. Nash. And O'Neal. New Jersey Nets kid. Philadelphia Iverson. I know who won each year. It's just the next names. All I need is the team, really. It's just nothing more. Morning. Of course, it's Malone, oldest MVP, I believe. Michael Jordan. Damn, there's a lot of names. Peyton. I didn't even look how many names popped up when I typed in LeBron. Detroit Hill. Robinson. Hard away. Put that hard away. Olajuwon. Pippen in 94. Top 3 in MVP voting. Isn't that impressive? Scottie Pippen, man. Barkley. Drexler. Johnson. Well, you believe that? Like Michael Jordan beat who he beat in the finals. Michael Jordan beat who he beat in the finals. Charles Barkley lost in the finals, but each year that's exactly what happened, But Michael Jordan did not come on top this time. Surprisingly, he was 3rd even. But that happens. A lot of the time you would think, what year was it? LeBron was 3rd, and on 2011, people said that he was robbed, but he was 3rd, You could still get robbed to be 3rd, but yeah. Bird. Gotta be. Bird popped up. Wilkins. This is easier than I actually expected. King. Philadelphia 82. Irving 81. Lakers. How old was Julius Irving in 81? His prime was in the 70s, but he was in the ABA, and he still came to the NBA and did a lot. Did too much, honestly. I feel like he was probably a lot of this was because of just being glazed. He was probably 30 in 81. Gervin. Washington Bulls in 79. Is it unsold? Unsold. No. 10 years too late. So would that mean it's Hayes? Yes, it would. Portland Walton. Bill Walton, probably one of the shortest peaks of all time. Denver in 78. Thompson. New Orleans Jazz. Maravich. Only good player from the New Orleans Jazz time. McAdoo. Also an MVP. A lot of people were in the 70s was crazy parody, man. Havlicek. It's not Havlicek, but I'll just type it in. That's how you spell it, right? Cowens. Yeah, Dave Cowens. One of them ones. Linear. Archibald. One of the worst names of all time. Archibald. Fuck out of here. Chamberlain. Detroit 71. It's not Bing, is it? Yes, it is. New York in 70. Reed. Philadelphia in 69. 50-50. It's Cunningham or Greer. It was Cunningham. St. Louis in 68. Pettit had to be retired by then. I'll try it anyway. Yeah, he was gone. Hagen. He's probably gone too. St. Louis Wilkins, right? Yeah. 68. Baylor. 67. Barry. No. San Francisco Warriors. Barry. It's not Rick Barry. You serious? I spelled it wrong? Hold on. That's actually kind of crazy. That was like Rick Barry's year, man. Russell. Gotta be. Pop up a whole lot. San Francisco in 67. Arizona was retired. Thurman. Wow. Nate Thurman. Robertson. It was Rick Barry's year besides the one he actually won the championship in. Shays. 58. Detroit Yardley. Boston and Cousy. Cousy won an MVP, of course. Philadelphia. That's Arizona. That was it. Oh, wow, that was way too easy. Not even gonna lie. I don't really even feel that good about it because it was just a little too easy. I got all these other ones I could do. Oh, I did a bunch of these, but I don't really remember that. 49%. No, I read that wrong. Every single All-Star game starter. Obviously, I haven't done this one, but it honestly looks like less names than I would expect. But 5 players per year, I'd expect it to be more, honestly. Starter, not every All-Star game player, because like that would be ridiculous. Bryant, he has the most All-Star game selections besides LeBron. This was last updated in 2019 or what? Because LeBron should be higher, right? Yeah, from 15 to 19, updated it in 2020. You should come back to this, man. Cousy, I mean, yeah, Cousy had to be. Last one was 63. Cousy, no, 86. Oh, I was thinking Minneapolis, but that's actually Milwaukee. Abdul-Jabbar, bro. Chicago, Washington, Jordan. I mean 03. I meant to say 03. It's Jordan, but you know, last All-Star was 2011. What the fuck? How does it? What did I even press? Duncan. Oh my god. Hold on, let me lock in. $70 Lakers West. Turn this camp log off. Philadelphia in 87. Irving. Minnesota and Boston 2013. Garnett. Syracuse 62. Shays. Cincinnati, Milwaukee, Robertson. Boston in 78. Cowens. Right? No, it's Havlicek. If it put the first year that they made it, I would have been able to guess it a lot easier. Lakers in 92. Johnson. Detroit in 93. Detroit 93. Lanier. Lanier didn't make that many All-Star team. Bing. No, he's all the way down there. 76. Wait, 93. Thomas. I was thinking 83 for some reason. I probably need to put on some glasses for it. Miami 2016. Wade. St. Louis 65. Pettit. Oh my god. Pettit. San Francisco. Yeah. Chamberlain. Will Chamberlain's the GOAT. No cap, bro. Boston 90. People say still need no cap. Boston 1990. 80s Boston player. Have Havlicek didn't retire in 90. 80s Boston player. McHale. Fuck. Parrish. All the way down there. Oh, I forgot this is starters. Who started? Bird, nigga. Damn. Philadelphia, Denver, 09. Iverson. Last time he started was 9. Last time he started was 09. Orlando, Lakers, Miami. 07. Who went from Orlando to Lakers? O'Neal. Houston, Philadelphia, Washington Bullets, Atlanta. Last year they started was 89. It has to be Moses. And of course, Carl is right behind him. Houston, 97. Olajuwon. 97, really. Is that the last time he actually made the All-Star team? Olajuwon's one of them ones, man. Detroit, New York, 2016. Anthony. Boston, 69. Russell. I wonder if the All-Star game has always been like that. Like in the 60s, was it always like the way it was that people started remembering what the All-Star game was actually like? You know, who did I miss? Lakers in 70. Bill Baylor. How did I miss that? New York in 76. Frazier. Yup. Duncan. I mean, San Antonio Spurs in 85. Had to be Gervin. Philadelphia Phoenix 96. Barkley. OKC Golden State Warriors 2019. KD hasn't. Oh, I forgot this is old. I was about to say KD hasn't made it. I'm sorry, KD hasn't started an All-Star team since 2019. It's got to be fake. Fake news, bro. Rick Barry right there. Cincinnati to San Francisco. Who played that? Last year was 71. Cincinnati to San Francisco. Who played both of those teams, bruh? It's not Jerry Lucas, is it? It is. Jerry Lucas played for the Warriors? I didn't know that. Pippen, gotta be Pippen. Pippen last year starting was 97. That's interesting. Detroit, Orlando, 05. Hill? Grant Hill started in 05? That's interesting too. McGrady. Forgot the seed. Houston 09. Ming. Yeah, Ming was getting them votes in. Curry. Gotta be Orlando Lakers. Howard. He started on Lakers. 55. Boston. Keezy. I already guessed Kuzi, didn't I? Sharman. Gotta be Sharman. Nope, it's not even Sharman. All right, 55. Last year they started was 55. So they started, the first time they started was in 50. McCulley. Ed. Oh God. McCulley. Thank you. 56. Risen. No. Rochester Royals in the 50s, man. They made it 5 times. Oh God. There's Arnie Risen, and then there's another dude named Ed from the 50s. I know his name. I believe I know his name. It might be Ed. It's not Simmons. Connie Simmons. It's a completely different person, right? Right. Getting confused with somebody. Lacey. Oh, Twyman. No. He's more 60s, huh? Stokes. Maurice Stokes is right above him, huh? Damn, I'm gonna have to skip that one. He was on Cincinnati. Rochester? They didn't move to Rochester in the 50s. Rochester Royals is not 50s. Because they had, where's Oscar? Yeah, Cincinnati. He was on Cincinnati. Even then, Mary Stokes was in Cincinnati. What the hell, man? Were they Rochester first? Rochester, then Cincinnati, then Kansas City / Omaha. then Sacramento. Minnesota, Minneapolis, then St. Louis, then has to be the short dude. What's that short dude's name? George Mikan's right hand man on that team, bro. Stop, bro. Stop, bro. Milwaukee, St. Louis, his name. I know his name. 11 minutes left. That's plenty of time. That's plenty of time. I could breeze through this real quick. What's that fucking nigga's name? Slater Martin. That's Slater Martin. That's Slater Martin. We all knew it. 85, Utah, Dantley, Seattle, and Cleveland. 98, Craig Elo. Nigga was not making it that much. 98, Cleveland, and 98, but they were on. God damn, I hate this fucking ad. Get this ad on. I don't want this ad, bro. Get that fucking ad on. I think it's sucking fingers, bro. Send to Seattle and Cleveland. 98, Cleveland in 98. Played with Zildjian Ilgauskas. Seattle. They probably played the Bulls. This person probably played the Bulls. They were good enough to make 5. They started 5 all-star teams. Kemp. God damn. Toronto, Carter. Dallas, Phoenix, New Jersey, kid. I'm locking in. I'm not messing around. This shit is too goofy for real. Harden. Minneapolis, 54. Mikan. Philadelphia, Fort Wayne Pistons. Yardley. Not him. Johnston. Not him. Fort Wayne Pistons. Who was on the Fort Wayne Pistons, nigga? Fucking Fort Wayne Pistons. Who was on the Fort Wayne? They made the final. I bet they probably made the finals that year. Fort Wayne Pistons. Nicholson is the next one. No, it's not. It's not even him, bro. Fort Wayne Pistons. Who do I know from the Fort Wayne Pistons? Nobody. Philadelphia Warriors in the 50s. It's not Neil Johnston. Then I don't know who it is. Minneapolis in 55. It's not George Mikan, Slater Martin, or Vern Nicholson. Then I don't know who it is. 57, New York Knicks, Guerin. Not even him. He was more 60s apparently. Braun. It's not Carl Braun either. Or Brown, whatever you want to call him. Damn, you got me there. You got me. 44 times. 59, Philadelphia Warriors, Greer. Nah, of course he started after the 59 season, nigga. 59, Philadelphia Warriors. This is a much harder quiz. I can't even lie, because they keep giving me players before fucking 1960, even like before 1980. God damn, why does that? Please, for the love of God, holy shit. $75 a year. I'm doing too much. Hold on. I don't have time. My bad. Oh God. I can't even fucking see, dude. 59 Philadelphia Warriors. 59. They were in Philadelphia with Chamberlain and Paul Arizin. Because he retired that season, I believe. Maybe the next one. That's crazy. I found that he retired because he couldn't afford to move to San Francisco so that he could play for the Warriors then. That's actually pretty crazy. The state of the league in the 50s is insane. He had to retire because he couldn't afford to move to the location the team they transferred. That's not the word I'm looking for, but it still makes sense. Fuck. Fourth Boston, 64. If it's not Sharman, who else started? It's not Heinsohn. It is Heinsohn. Tommy Heinsohn started in an all-star game. League was something else, man. Reed. Thank you. San Diego Rockets and Washington Bullets. In 76, who played Brian Hayes. Atlanta New Marovich. Sigma. Chambers. All the way down there. Started once in the late 70s. Early 70s. Phoenix, Seattle. Westfall. Thank you. Kansas City Kings to the Boston Celtics has to be Archibald. One of the worst names of all time, I have to say. Archibald and Oswald. If your name is Oswald Archibald, kill yourself or change your name. Only two options. That name sounds so fake. It just doesn't even flow. If your name is genuinely Oswald Archibald, bro. Denver, Seattle, Denver to Seattle. I don't know a single player who's played for Denver and Seattle. In the early 80s, Ellis. This fucking nigga, I hate this fucking ad. I wish I could fucking get rid of this ad. He goes cross-eyed looking at someone's fingers and then sucks on it. God damn. Denver at 89. It's not English. Yes, of course it's English. Portland, Houston, Drexler. Utah, Stockton. Orlando 98 Hardaway. New Orleans Clippers. Paul. Cleveland, Boston, Irving. Fort Wayne Pistons. Only player I know old enough is Yardley from the Pistons era, unless it's Howell. Nope, he's not there. DeBusschere is younger than that, but I will type in his name before I forget, just to get it out the way, of course. Nothing wrong with that, I presume. Detroit, 61. Oh God, Lanier, I already typed in his name, didn't I? Bing. Nope, of course not. Fucking Bing. Wilkins. Might as well get it out while I got it. Baltimore, 64. Is that Monroe? He's all the way down there. 64. Early Baltimore. Don All. It's not how you spell it, huh? I can't tell you. Bellamy. San Francisco to Chicago. I don't know, but early they played for the Chicago. They got expansion draft. Boozer. It's not Bob Boozer. It's not Jerry Sloan. It's not Bob Love. It's not Norm Van Leer. Right. Okay. It's not Artis Gilmore. Who else played? It's not Reggie Theus. Chicago. Who else do I know who played in Chicago in the 60s and 70s time? That might be it. Philadelphia in 72. Cunningham. Atlanta in 74. Hudson. Lakers in 75. Goodrich. Seattle in 75. If it's not Sigma, it's Williams. It's not Gus Williams. Gus Williams is all the way down there. It's not Johnson. It's Haywood, I presume. Yes. Buford in 1977. McAdoo. Atlanta in 89. It's not Dominique Wilkins. Correct, because I already put him over on the other side. Correct. Incorrect. Lakers in Worthy. New York in 92, Ewing. That might be a little too early. He was very young in that time period. Okay, last time he started was 92. There was that much competition at the center position in the 90s. That is true. Robinson must be there then. Atlanta, Philadelphia in 2002. Atlanta to Philadelphia. Mutombo. Houston in 04. Francis. Phoenix to New York. Sotomayor. Almost typed in his full fucking name. The Clippers. Griffin. San Antonio to Toronto. DeRozan. San Antonio to Toronto. Leonard. Indiana to OKC. Gurge. Paul George. Milwaukee in 18. Antito. Kumpo. Thank you. Fort Wayne Pistons, I might have to skip. Skip, because I already tried every name I know. I'm gonna have to skip because I tried every name I know. Heinsohn. Jones. Obviously gotta be Jones. Come on now. Minute 30. God damn. I'm not gonna have enough time, am I? Davis. Scott. Van Arsdale. I just saw the nigga suck on a finger on the side of my, out of the corner of my eye. Dukes. Walter Dukes. Walter Dukes is there. Felix. Brickberry. Wilkes. It's not. What's his name? Wilkes. You know who I'm thinking of. Wilkes. Jamal. Weird to think his name was actually Jamal. You know, I just found out Jalen Rose is the first person named Jalen ever. Because he was born in like 73. Jalen Rose, the first person named Jalen ever. That was actually kind of mind blowing. Philadelphia and Denver. Doesn't sound hard, right? But the thing is, it's not Allen Iverson. The thing is, it is not Allen Iverson. I don't have enough time, man. Jerry Lucas, Johnson, whatever his name is. Winters. Cummings. No. Moncrief. Yes. Sampson. Yes. Floyd. Maybe I spelled it wrong. Of course I didn't. I know how to spell. Mulland. Richmond. God. I just needed more time. See what I missed. Bob Wasner. Andy Phillip. and Pollard. Harry Gatlin. David Thompson? I did forget he played for Seattle. I did forget. But how did he make the starting team on Seattle? You know, all-star selections are so confusing because there are people who made an all-star team. There are people who never made an all-star team who put up great numbers. And then there are people who made an all-star team averaging like 13 all throughout all of NBA history. Like even in the 2020s, I'm sure, definitely the 2010s, there were people who averaged like less than 18 making the all-star team for no reason at all. I don't really know what's confusing. David Thompson. All right, Mel Hutchins, not a bad miss. Gene Shue, not a bad miss. Guy Rogers, not a bad miss. He played for Chicago. I didn't know that. Larry Faust, I wasn't getting that. Dick McGuire wasn't getting that. Dick Garmaker wasn't getting that. Nate Thurman, my bad. If my head was in the game, I could have done it. Connie Hawkins, if my head was in the game, I could have done it. George McGinnis, if my head was in the game, I could have done it. Why is Denver second? I thought, no, he played for Pacers, yeah. Gary Payton, I didn't even get to him. Yeah, kind of, not really. I didn't get to him. Chris Webber, didn't get to him. All these, I would have gotten 90% of all the ones left after Gary Payton and onward. I would have got like 90%. Let's be honest. Anthony Mason, Clyde Lovellette, yeah, Luke Jackson, and Jomo Beatty, fuck him. Don Koji's, whatever, man. I still did boy better than average, and I wasn't even really trying like that. Oh God, Russell Westbrook, John Wall. People get Luke Jackson like that. I guess just because it's a common last name. Paul Walther, Paul Seymour, Dick Garmaker, Ray Felix, Ralph Beard, Walter Dukes. It's a good get, apparently. Brian Witts is a good get. Willie Stokes is a good get. But everyone afterward, honestly, like, I don't even know. George McGinnis, that comment. Everyone, Norm Van Leer and onward is good gets. Harry Gatlin, Jim Colbert, man. Fucking Bob Wagner made 5 all-star teams starting. That means he made a lot more.